Good morning, students. In last class, we have studied the building bylaws. We have discussed up to the setbacks. Now, in this class, we will move forward the remaining points which comes under the building bylaws. One more important thing is floor space index. Floor space index is decided for each and every area of the city. It is different for different types of purposes. For residential purposes, it is different. For commercial and industrial buildings, it is different. Floor space index is also called floor area ratio. It is the ratio of total area of all floors divided by plot area. Means the total area which we have constructed at including all the floors divided by the plot area. Suppose we are having a floor space index of 1, then we can construct only 100% of the plot area. If the floor space index is the 4, it means we can construct 4 times of the plot area. But there is restriction that how much we have to cover at the ground floor and remaining at the other floors. Here some of the cases are given. Suppose for a residential area, FSI is 1. So maximum we can cover at the ground floor is 40%. FSI is 4 when the width of the road is more than 12 meter. When width is more, then the FSI is more. Here we can construct multi-story buildings. For residential area where the width of road is less than 12 meter, the FSI is 3. It means 3 times of the plot area we can construct at the different floors. For industrial scheme, FSI is less because in industrial buildings we have to we are not going for the multi-story buildings. We have to construct 1, 2, or 3 floors. So here maximum allowed on ground floor is 1. In case of commercial, it is 1.33. For commercial case also, the maximum coverage at the ground floor is 0.4. It means 40%. How we can calculate FSI? So from this diagram, you can easily understand that how we have to calculate the FSI or FAR. Suppose in the first example, you can see here is that the plot area is 5,000 square feet and the constructed area on the first floor is 1,500. So here FAR is 0.3. FAR and FSI are same. If we construct 1,500 square feet on each floor, then the total area on the floor is 3,000 square feet. Divided by the plot area, here the FSI is 0.6. If we construct 1,500, 1,500 and 1,500 at 3 different floors, then the total is the 4,500 square feet. Now, divided by the plot area, we get the 0.9 FAR. So, in this way, we can calculate the FAR or FSI. Then what are the principles come under the building bylaws? First one is the classify the buildings according to the requirements. Then the second one is the classify the rooms according to their use, specifying the minimum standards, size of rooms, height of floor, ventilation and light requirements. Third one is the specify the height of compound wall and location of gate in a wall. Then the most important thing which building bylaws governs is the controlling the projections in marginal spaces, defining the FSI and FAR, and specifying the FSI for different areas of the cities. Then specify suitable arrangement with respect to drainage and water supply. Specify setbacks, light plant and margin. Then lastly, specify the minimum size of plots. What should be the minimum size of plots? It should be up to which area we can take the plot size. All these things are specified in the principles of building bylaws. Then we can see that what are the other points which are specified in the building bylaws for residential area. First one is the size of the plot. How much is the size of plot? Then area limitations. Then margins of setbacks. Then height of the building, how much we can take the height of the building. Then plinth height, what should be the minimum plinth height, minimum area of rooms, basement, compound wall, projection margin, parapet wall, mezzanine floor, and staircase. All these things are covered in the building bylaws. Then the size of the plots. If the buildings are detached, then the plot size should be more than 250 square meter. Then front space should be 12 meter. If the building is semi-detached, the size may vary from 125 to 250 meter square. And front space is 8 to 12 meters. For row types of buildings, the size of the plot may be less. It is around 50 to 125 meter square. And front space generally provided is 4.5 meter to 8 meter. This is the picture of different types of buildings. First one is the detached, then semi-detached, then last one is the row house. In the area limitations, the limitation of area and height of building of different types of construction and occupancy class is achieved by satisfying floor area ratio. As we have discussed in the previous slide, that for different areas of cities, different types of FSIs are mentioned. So according to the occupancy, type of construction, width of street, parking facilities required, local firefighting facilities, and water supply and drainage facilities, area limitations are provided. And accordingly, FSI are specified for different locations. In the built up area, how much area we can build according to the plot size. If the FSI is 1, then the maximum utilization of 40% on the ground floor. Then different plot size, different ground coverage is available. If the plot size is less than 200 square meter, then the maximum permissible covered area is 66.67% of the plot area on the ground floor and remaining on the first floor. If the plot area is more, 200 to 500 square meter, then 50% of the plot area or 133 meter square, whichever is more, is to be constructed at the ground floor. If the plot area is more than 501 square meter and up to 1000 square meter, then 40% of the plot area we can cover at the ground floor. If it is more than 1000 square meter, then we can cover only 33%, 33.33% of the plot area, or 400 meter square, whichever is more, on the ground floor. Margins are the setbacks. Three types of margins are provided: front margins or front open space, rear open space, side open space. These are provided for light, ventilation, and air requirements. Thank you, students. In today's class, we have discussed the uh, FSI, FAR, margins, plot size, how much we can cover at the ground floors. Thank you. In next class, we will proceed with some other guidelines of the building bylaws. Thank you.